guys, welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League. The grind continues, and we are here with game 3 of the night. I'm joined once again by lovely gentleman Grebsy. Grebsy, man, how you doing?
I'm doing quite well right now, Flip. I'm looking forward to this. We've got our Challenger League here. We've got two great teams. We got Drakes, we got Wraiths. I'm looking forward to what they have for us. As is with the entire season, two completely different new teams that different from what they used to be in the past. We really have no idea where this is going to go.
Yeah, history out the window, like what you thought you knew, it's completely irrelevant. However, I will say, I do know some of these players on the Drakes, so hopefully, a couple of these guys, they can show up for me. Like Hypnotic, he's been a staple in the Chally League, and so I am going to be betting on the Drakes. That's going to be my bet. I'm going to say Drakes in 4. Grebs, you got a prediction for this one?
I'm with you on the Drake side of things. I'm a big fan of the Dragon Energy org as a whole, so we'll see what the Drakes can do here.
They can get a really good kickoff off the start, and Hypnotic's going to get a really easy goal here to start us off. 4 seconds in, Bruhdder with a nice kickoff, but a missed touch here on the side of Wraiths.
As you said, Hypnotic, a staple in the league. A great read by him there, able to put that in. Open goal. 4 seconds in, 1-0 Drakes.
Yeah, we got Bruhdder as well, who has, I'm pretty sure, teamed with Hypnotic once before, and he's been really good on every Chally team he's playing for, as that was a really good opportunity there. Bondo has to get all the way back and clear that one to his corner. A good 50 there from Spec, as Bruhdder gets another really good first touch. Gets it over 2. Now it's just 1v1. Bondo not going to have the best touch, though, as Spec's able to clear that one away. Bondo gets a touch as Bruhdder barely able to react to that one, and Kuak has to get a touch up in the air. Gets another one, though, to beat out Hypnotic. Bondo's going to have a shot, though. That shot going to go high, but Specs able to put that one off as Kuak trying to get a touch now. As Specs going to be there, but Hypnotic able to put that one to the side. Hypnotic now trying to get a little bit more control going. Trying to get a pass mid to Bruhdder. Bruhdder, can you get the shot on target? No, as that net was open there, Grebsy, and an opportunity wasted, it feels like. That net should have, that ball should have gone to the goal. 100%.
It should have been on goal, absolutely, especially up here in the Challenger League. You're going to see a lot different plays. We have Bruhdder passing up to Hypnotic, who should put this in goal as they get the demo here from Bruhdder, and that's what we were looking for before. Just great plays by Drakes all around.
Yeah, a little bit overcommit on the side of Wraiths. Specs were a little too high as third man, but yeah, Hypnotic able to put that one away, and that's, I mean, obviously the score count is 2-0, but this feels like 2 or 3, other opportunities could have been scored as well on the side of the Drakes, as so far the Wraiths don't even have a shot on target yet. Hypnotic trying to get another one in, and already has a hat trick, and it's only been about a minute and a half, so he's doing pretty well so far.
Yeah. It looks like maybe just some miscommunication here from the race. Maybe they're not getting back to cover each other as fast as they want to, but the Drakes right now have all the pressure. They have all the control. This is their game to take here going forward.
Yes, but it is still very early in this game, number 1, let alone early in the series. Specs now trying to get a pass mid, but Hypnotic with the speed. Kuak gets that touch really high. That one not even going to hit off the ceiling, though, so it's going to be free for Bondo to get a free clear there. Now Eggy with one touch, trying to get another one, but just doesn't have the control for it. Bruhdder with a nice clear over 1, trying to get a touch for past another. Kuak able to get the 50. Hypnotic just electing to put another shot on target, and can somebody put a hand up? He scored everything.
It looks like Specs here has the save, but accidentally plat flips, I believe we call it here, and just not able to get up to it and do anything with it. Again, just maybe miscommunications with the Wraith end, or maybe not enough games played with each other. They really just need to spend the rest of this game figuring out what the Drakes are doing, and have a plan coming into the second game, because this one's pretty much over, even though we're only 2 minutes in.
Yeah, I will say, like, the Drakes, these guys, oh my goodness. He did it! Kuak with the perfect cuxer pitch right over Hypnotic. And you know what? If you want to get back in the game, that's how you do it.
I am absolutely happy to be proved wrong here with a great fucking pinch right there, and able to put that into the goal here. This is starting it out for the Wraiths.
Yeah, wow, what a pinch, and you know what, all you can do is, give props if you are on the side of the Drakes. If that's how you're going to score, that's how you're going to score. And so, That's obviously a really good goal, but I don't know how sustainable that is. This one should be a little bit more sustainable. Kuak able to put that one away. A really good pass there from, I believe that was Eggy D, with a nice touch in the midfield. Specs put it mid. Eggy popped it up. Kuak able to follow it, and a good demo as well. A really good team play right there for sure.
Great team play overall here. You know, I am eating my own words as the Wraiths are proving me wrong going forward here with exactly half the game left. There is now I actually don't know who could win this possibly.
Yeah, you know, maybe they did figure out a little something. I will say though, the chemistry from the Drakes, it's been forged over a couple seasons, and you know they play together a lot. So that's why you probably saw a little bit more chemistry from these guys early on. Now, can that result in a win, or will this you know race team able to put up, you know, already putting up a fight, but can they close this one out? They are still down by 2 goals and. You know, more time wasting here from Hypnotic. Hypnotic with another shot. A double commit on the save, but that ball does go far. Bondo not going to be able to cut on that one as Eggy D puts this one towards the backboard. Bruhdder is there. Puts that one up high. Plenty of boost. Able to get another touch on it. Bondo not going to go for that one as Kuak puts it mid. And a good 50 there from Hypnotic. Eggy D, though. Plenty of time. Plenty of boost. Can he make a play? Tries to get it past one with Bondo. Pre-jumping that one. Doesn't let it happen. Bruhdder with a double off the sidewall. Can he get the pass mid? That one's going to be there. Hypnotic with a shot, but finally, Hypnotic shot gets saved away as Spec. It was able to put that one off target. Bruhdder now looking for a 15 in the midfield. That one's going to go off the backboard. Super dangerous. Bruhdder not going to have the shot on target, though. Can Bondo put it on target? Bruhdder's going to be there to put it away. Great team play and great pressure there. Bruhdder did so much for the Drakes there.
Amazing play by Bruhdder here, staying in on this, ready for the pass, heads up, quick jump. Like that's coming in so fast, and to be able to have that shot that fast is quite incredible, and it shows why they are in the Challenger League.
Now 5 goals in this game just from the Drakes alone. So 7 goals. I want to say this is like one of the highest scoring games we've had all night. There's still a minute and a half left and still more goals to be scored. That one bouncing mid. He's going to leave it. Eggy D couldn't get the shot on target, so Hypnotic's able to throw that one away. Kuak puts that one up high. Is anybody back? Bruhdder, you have to get a touch on it. A great flip reset there from Eggy, but Bruhdder was able to save that one away. That one going back mid. A little too high for Eggy to react to, but a minute remaining. The Wraiths here, they've tried to accumulate some pressure, accumulate some chances. Bruhdder gets it past one, gets a dunk on another. Bondo gonna just have to put that one up high. Bondo now trying to get another pass mid. Bruhdder just gonna be there for it. Hypnotic electing to, you know, be patient, take his time, forces a flick, but Kuwak's able to get back to it, and a great shot there from Kuak as he's able to get the hat trick, and it's only a 2-goal game, Grebsy.
It absolutely is. With 49 seconds left, we know that 2 goals can happen here. Kuak stepping up for the Wraiths here with 3 goals, 3 shots. He's 100% right here. They could bring this back very fast.
I'm not sure how it's pronounced. It could be Quack, it could be Quake. It's Kuak to me right now until I hear otherwise. So for now, he's put up a performance. That's all that matters. Can he get a 4th? No, he can't. That one's not going to go high. Eggy D trying to get a shot there. Not going to happen. Bruhdder eagerly jumping, but gets an insane touch as he's able to get a pass. And what a touch here from Bruhdder. I did not think he had a chance at this ball.
A beautiful second touch here off the wall to himself, putting it around, and you know, Drakes are still in this here. I was about to say maybe they got a little too comfortable with their early lead, but they are 100% competitive all the way through this match.
Yeah, I will say, you know, Wraiths, they were able to come back, but like you said, the Drakes, they didn't lose focus. I think they were able to keep you know, calm head, realize that they scored a couple goals, but they answered back very nicely. And that's what you want to see. If you take an early lead, you don't want to give up goals like that. And goals like this, as Eggy D is going to be the one to put this one away. And a little bit of, you know, faults here on the defense on the side of Drakes.
Yeah, and you know, 14 seconds left. We saw this in the last series. 2 goals can happen here right at the last 14 seconds. So this could go the way of the race.
Yeah, 10 goals. Can we please play some defense? That's all I ask for, just a little bit. As Hypnotic looking for another one, but that ball gonna go all the way down. Can Specs put it in? No! And the chance they had of making it a 1-goal game, potentially taking us to overtime, it would have taken a miracle, but the miracle almost came true right there, Grebsy. But Drakes do hang on. They win game number 1, 6-4. So many goals scored.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing just a bit more team play out of the Drakes right now. You know, they've got stats spread out all over for their team here with, 7 shots, 4 goals from Hypnotic. We've got assists from Bruhdder. We've got saves. Actually, I only have 1 save, so we've got assists and shots from Bondo. Like they are firing on all cylinders as far as the team goes. Versus when you look at the Wraiths, all we have is Mr. Kuak, Quake, and/or Quack, however you want to call him, really stepping up here. So if the Wraiths, they're in this, but they need not one man playing for them. They need all 3 here.
Yeah, and I will say, Hypnotic had that early hat trick, actually early 4 goals, but Bruhdder definitely was able. I think Bruhdder was a huge difference maker in the midfield as well. A lot of control on the ball, some really weird touches, and I think he's going to have to be the difference maker once again if Drake's going to continue this winning streak. On the side of the race, like you said, I think Specs needs to step up a little bit. I saw him perform pretty well in the he was the one holding him together in the early stages, but Quack, I don't know. He was playing pretty well towards the end there, like you said. However, as a unit, they need to step up as a whole. So now can they get something going? Bruhdder gonna get the clear there. A good touch there from Specs. Hypnotic has to get the read off the back wall, and he does. But Quake is there and able to put that one away. A great shot there from Quack.
Yeah, just a great play here overall. Good heads up read off of Hypnotic's unfortunate defensive touch that went off the ceiling. He got in there fast, and he was able to put that home before Drakes could do anything about it.
Yeah, 14 seconds in, we've seen early goals both games now. Last time it was Drakes that answered early. Now can Hypnotic answer early once again? Bruhdder has to get the cleanup off of Hypnotic's miss. That's a good pass mid. A good touch off the backboard. Bruhdder's going to have control of that one, though. A little bit of awkwardness, though. Is he able to get another touch mid? He is, but no Drake's player is there. Hypnotic off the back wall. Has to pass it mid once again, and these mid passes are so dangerous. Usually if you're passing mid like that, you have a teammate waiting, but instead it's been the Wraiths waiting for those mid passes. Now Hypnotic trying to pop that one up high, trying to get a little bit of control. Touches it up high, but Bruhdder's going to take it from him. Bruhdder now looking for a pinch, goes under one. Bondo over to Bruhdder. Bruhdder trying to hit it off the backboard. Is Hypnotic going to be there? No. Bondo and Hypnotic do double commit, and now counter-attacking opportunity here. Bruhdder's touch is not great. Bondo has to get another one, and Kuak able to get a nice touch there. And we've seen a lot of pressure here from the Drakes, but it didn't really amount to anything. It felt like they were just in the Wraiths corner, and they couldn't get any shots on target.
Absolutely, I agree with you. They got the ball down there, and then they kind of looked like a dog who caught the car. They didn't really know what to do at that point in time going forward. They didn't really have a plan with it. And as you said, a couple double commits, a couple miscommunications. They're going to need to do a little bit better than that. Is Eggy going to put that in? Specs accidental save. You hate to see it, but it does happen here.
I mean, honestly, that could be the save of the week. That was an incredible squishy save come out of Specs. Too bad it was on your own team. So that is not what you want to see. However, it just shows that the offense is still there and kicking for the Wraiths. Now Hypnotic, the last line of the defense here, has to put that one high. Not going to be a great touch. Eggy D just kind of sends it down there, though, as Bondo has to get it clear now. Doesn't. Bruhdder taking his time on the ball, gets a flick over one. But Specs isn't going to be able to answer it. Hypnotic gets a 50. This ball kind of floating in the midfield. Nobody really able to make any sort of plays after these touches. It's going to be one touch for one team, then another one touch for another. It's just kind of ping pong back and forth right now. Hypnotic gets beat. Eggy D kind of has an open net. The shot is there. Bruhdder couldn't get it to the side and slots that one in the top right corner.
Is a great play by Eggy D, getting it past 2 defenders here, and Bruhdder almost an amazing save. Not quite as good as I believe that was Specs earlier. And we've got it 2-0 with the Wraiths here, so Drakes need to turn something on, otherwise this is not going to go well for him.
Yeah, Bondo looking to hopefully score here, and not going to get the dunk on him. Specs now gets absolutely cleared by Hypnotic. Hypnotic didn't want to touch the ball. He wanted all the Specs there. Hypnotic now trying to get the clear downfield. Bruhdder is there. A good cutoff there from Eggy. They're not letting Bruhdder just run the midfield like they did in game 1. A good touch there from Specs. Saves a potential shot from Bondo. As now a great clear there from Quake. Quake racing downfield, trying to get a touch mid. It's going to happen, but no one's going to be there for the Wraiths. Bondo clears that one up high. Specs taking his time. Been on the defensive end a lot. He seems to be that consistent third man for them. As Hypnotic and Bruhdder kind of double commit there. You hope that these Drakes attacks, they kind of die with a double commit in the corner, and there's just nobody mid. They need to be a little bit more patient with each other, because right now, Grebsy, their offense just is not clicking.
Absolutely,
Oh
and
my.
they do great save by Hypnotic there with a shot from the Wraiths coming in. They are making plays. Again, they're just not fully committing. Hypnotic from his own half here, finding the Wraiths just pushed too far up. I was about to say they're not making plays together, but they don't really need to if they're going to score it like this.
Yeah, and an absolute clanger from his own end of the pitch to the other one. That was a great clear there from Hypnotic, but it was coming off a bad pass there from Specs. A little bit wayward pass, definitely like not necessary at all. He had no boost. He should have just left the ball to begin with. Bruhdder doing what he's trying to do all game, trying to redirect that ball midfield for his team. Not going to go through there. Hypnotic now trying to get this ball back in the Wraiths half, and it goes in a double commit as well from the Wraiths, but a good clear from Specs. Bruhdder going to be the first one to that ball, though. Can he get the double off the wall? He is, and almost putting that one on target right off the post. Still a minute remaining. Hypnotic now trying to get some kind of touch going, and not going to go through there. Bruhdder to the sidewall. Bondo electing not to go for it. Bruhdder just kind of dives. Eggy D with a chance here, but a great save there from Bondo. Specs, a little awkward. Almost a dunk there from Bondo coming through. Hypnotic gets bumped. Quake with a touch. Tries to get it past one, and he does. Now can Eggy D get the shot? They can, but Bondo's able to get the save. Bondo gets it past another. Bondo puts it out mid, but Quake is there. Hypnotic, not a lot of boost. Has to clear it to the side. Bruhdder gonna elect to take this one. Does take the boost as well, and Eggy D is gonna be able to put a stop to that immediately. Specs dives in though. A little bit of chaos here on the side of Wraiths, but in the end, it doesn't amount to any pressure. They're able to just stay on top of these, Drake's counterattacks, and nothing's coming through. They're stuck in their own half. The Drakes, they need some kind of outlet pass, and nothing's coming through. Bruhdder trying to find someone. Not gonna be anybody downfield for him. Quake is gonna put that one on target. No, just fine, but Hypnotic. Another own goal on the side of Drake's, and that one's a crazy double touch there from Hypnotic.
Unfortunate to see here, but it was kind of going the way of the Wraiths here towards the end. We have 8 seconds left. They have had all the pressure, and Drakes are just kind of flailing about right now.
Definitely a huge switch up from game number 1. We've seen, I honestly think, some pretty good defense here, especially out of the Wraiths. Definitely not what you want to see if you're the side of the Drakes, but, they got a goal, and 2 of the other goals were own goals. They could have been saved, could have not. It's really hard to tell, but I do think the Wraiths definitely played a lot better on the defensive end. I think Specs played a lot better on the defensive end. It only says 1 save. I just think the midfield challenges and his touches, they were to the corner, they were out of danger. It seemed like they knew what they were doing on the ball a lot more this game. And last game kind of felt like they were just hoping and praying it went well.
Yeah, absolutely. They were much smarter with their touches. They were much smarter with their challenges. And now that pressure has been paying off for them, where when they are getting in touch, it's going somewhere helpful for them, or, making a 50 that's awkward for the Drakes. And Drakes are just not able to string anything together right now, and they're lagging behind. So they need to figure out what they've been doing wrong here, and they need to start working with each other to move forward.
Yeah, Wraiths, they are starting to come together a little bit. We saw, last series, game number 1 absolutely owned by the Rooks, and then they kind of fell off games 2, 3, and 4. Let's see if the Drakes suffer the same fate here, as that's not a great touch there. As Bruhdder looking for a double, that would be an absolutely insane touch, but Specs was able to get back to it. Specs with not any boost to work with. Wait, has to get the clear on that one. Hypnotic going to try to keep it in the Wraiths half, but not going to come through, as Bondo has to get a clear up high. Quake now trying to get it past mid. That ball going midfield. Specs is absolutely beat by Bondo though, but Bondo's touch straight back to Quake, and it seems like these clears from the Drakes, they're just not finding anybody. They're just kind of clearing the ball to clear the ball. Nobody's downfield waiting. Nobody's taking control either. The only one that I've seen do it even a little bit is Bruhdder, and his attacks just are absolutely getting stomped right now. Now it's a 3-on-1, and Specs just has to put the ball on targets, and where's the defense from the Drakes?
A little awkward here. I think Bruhdder thought he had Bondo behind him. Bondo actually went for a bump on goal on Eggy and was unable to rotate all the way back there, so Bruhdder found himself being third. I think a surprise to him.
Yeah, definitely a miscommunication there. It seemed like Bruhdder did look like he thought he was second man, turned out to be third, and that is an absolute devastating mistake to make. Bruhdder now saying, okay, I'll just make a play myself, but wow, what a great touch there for Specs. Reading that off your own backward like that is not easy, but now the net's open. Hypnotic, you just gotta put it away, and you know what? Open nets are not easy either, Hypnotic, so, that one gonna go wide, and the game stays 1-0 in favor of the Wraiths. Can the Drakes answer back? That should have been a goal right there to answer, but instead, we're stuck at 1-0 once again, and the Drakes, they gotta find some kind of opportunity. Bruhdder trying to make something happen, but Kuak with a great clear. A good demo on the side of Specs. He gets another one as well. Bondo has to make a good touch, and he does. Hypnotic now trying to get a good 50. Kuak gonna take this one up the wall. A little bit awkward. That's a good touch there from Bondo, but good clear there from Eggy. Double commit on the side of Drakes. Bruhdder trying to take a little bit of control, but Bondo takes it. And once again, a lot of double commits from the Drakes here. And this is not at all what we saw in game number 1. Now Kuak with a double opportunity. Can he make it? Yes, he can. What a shot there from Kuak.
A great setup to himself here, and again, you see the Drakes are just kind of on the back foot. He knows he has it. No one there on the back wall to defend there, and he's able to just tap that in. And you kind of said it. You know, there's a lot of doubles coming from the Drakes right now, and I have been noticing that their 2 has been almost playing scared to the point where they're back even with their 3rd, and I believe that is what's causing them to double here. Is they don't know who's actually 2 or who's actually 3. They need their midfield here to support their number 1 player if they want anything to happen.
Yeah.
Almost goes in.
Yeah, almost goes in. That's kind of summing up how the Drakes are. It looks like they have a good opportunity, and the ball hits the post or the crossbar. Something goes wrong, and the Drakes aren't able to score. Kind of sums up these past 2 games for them. They got to turn something around here. Good touch there from Hypnotic. Kuak is the only one there, though. Hypnotic has to get another clear, and Eggy absolutely reading that ball. Bruhdder with a clear downfield. Hypnotic, not a lot of boost to work with, but maybe fake him out as Kuak had to jump for it, but Specs was able to get the touch there. Bondo bumped out the ball, so Eggy's going to take control, and it just, like you said, it seems like their second man is just never following up. There's nobody challenging the ball for half an hour at this point. Why are they getting so much space? The Wraiths, they almost had a great opportunity there, but now Hypnotic on the counterattack. Eggy able to get a touch to the side, and Kuak is able to follow it up, and these touches are always to another teammate on the side of the race. Kuak going for the pogo. What am I seeing out of this man? He is absolutely popping off right now.
Yeah, Kuak is absolutely, you know, he knows he's in fine form. He knows that the Drakes are on the back foot, and he knows he can do whatever he wants. He gets hit by Specs there, I think maybe going for a mid-air pinch, and Drakes just, they need the confidence in themselves. It looks like they're almost playing scared here. They need to find what they had in the first match and bring that back.
Can they bring it back? That is the question, as Kuak gets another really good flick and a good shot as well. Bruhdder able to get back in time, but a good shot there once again. Oh, Hypnotic not able to get a touch, but it was off target. Specs, I thought he had the angle, but it does go just off the post. Both posts, actually. Bruhdder not able to get a touch there, not able to get the Psycho. ABC able to get back in time. No, and Ekid able to score the open net. And an absolutely critical mistake there from Hypnotic, and Bondo not able to answer back, in a 3-0 deficit here for the Drakes.
Yeah, again, there it looked like both players who were behind Hypnotic there, they didn't decide to be 2, or nor did they decide to be 3. They kind of went out and were waiting to see what was going to happen rather than being proactive on the play there, and it just caught them with their goal wide open. It may be something they need to work on here in the future, but right now this is going all the Wraiths way.
And it looks like it's going to continue, as once again, it seemed like they had a good opportunity, but Hypnotic side flipped, and it's just, these opportunities are getting wasted, it seems like, because the setup is fine, just the finish and the follow-through is just really not there. Bruhdder looking to just put a shot on target. A double commit here from the Wraiths, and usually this is, you know, punished, but Hypnotic so far back, not able to do anything with it, and the touch goes straight to Eggy. Eggy now trying to find somebody in the midfield, but getting cleared away by Bondo. Bondo, a little bit of time on the ball. Can he get back to it? He can with a nice touch. Bruhdder gonna get beat out by Kuak, but that ball is going midfield, and a really good touch there from Eggy. Kuak with no boost, couldn't follow it though. Now Kuak trying to find something, but does get cut off by Bruhdder. Bruhdder looking for a pass mid. Hypnotic already up in the air, gets a good dunk, but just no shooting chances even for the Drakes here, as Bruhdder cuts in front of Bondo, and a little miscommunication, and the attack just kind of dies. Hypnotic gets a great 50 mid. Finally something here for the Drakes, but it is way too little, and it's way too late.
A huge play here by Hypnotic, forced in himself. Again, Bondo is there, but he was behind what play was actually happening, and Hypnotic did a great job of leaving it there in front of the goal for him to get there, but again, kind of left on his own and forced to make that happen on his own.
And another double commit could result in another goal, and it does. And you know, if this game wasn't over, it definitely is now. Specs gonna put this one away, get a 3-goal lead. And man, it is crazy how fast the narrative changes in just a couple games. It seems like the Drakes are the ones that don't have communication. They're the ones that don't have any chemistry. They are the ones that are kind of falling apart right now. 3 seconds left here in game number 3, and it's looking all Wraiths' favored right now. And I don't expect that to change in game number 4 at this rate.
Yeah, I think you are correct here in that your prediction was correct. It's going to be 4-1 or
3-1.
3-1? 3-1,
Yeah.
thank you. Math is hard sometimes. It's going to be 3-1, but it's going to go in the Wraith's favor here instead of the Drake's favor.
Yeah, they can make a couple changes, and I think the biggest change is, one, either having somebody wait downfield for these passes out, or two, just taking control and taking better 50s to get out of their own half, because right now it seems like they're just kind of giving the ball away, and the Wraiths are kind of sitting on it, especially Specs and Eggy. I feel like those are the two that are mainly sitting on it, just waiting. I mean, Quake is obviously doing it as well with a really nice double. We saw some really good just solo plays out of the Wraiths in general. I want to see some more out of the Drakes. Like we've seen some stuff from Bruhdder, but I need to see more, because right now it has not been impressive, and they need some kind of spark to get this Drakes team going.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think you said it very well there. The Wraiths have been layering each other. They're rotating. They're playing space. They're not lined up in one line. They're playing off each other very well here. Whereas the Drakes just kind of don't know who is what position at all. I think through most of these matches.
Yeah, can they make that change happen, or will it be an easy gentleman's sweep for the Wraiths here? Bruhdder looking to take control of that ball, gets absolutely bumped out of the way. I will say, I do think they've done a good job of shutting down Bruhdder, who was the one making a lot of the plays in the first game. They kind of insta-challenge. They don't let him do what he wants in the midfield either. They have been on top of that really well. Specs put that one right off target. Bruhdder was waiting for it anyway. Specs now trying to find a pass mid, but his mid pass was Quake, and Quake got cut off by him, so the play does not come through there for the Wraiths. Bruhdder's touch, not a good one. Trying to get a 50 there. Eggy's touch wasn't great either, but Specs seemed to be the first one to that ball. Hypnotic's up. Hypnotic with no boost. Almost an absolutely tragic play on the side of the Drakes, but that ball does hit the crossbar. Bondo, a little awkward, goes up the sidewall there, and I don't think that's what he wanted. He did end up in a really awkward position. Now, can the Drakes get out of this? Hypnotic, able to get a clear downfield. Eggy, not going to get a touch on that one. Bondo gets that ball just beat right over his head. A good pass there from Quake. Nobody in the midfield, though. And you know what? This is the first time we haven't had a goal in the first minutes. I'm so proud of these teams. They're almost playing defense.
They are indeed going back and forth here a lot, and as you said, it's been almost an entirely different game than what we've seen before, where we have now the Wraiths trying to put something in, but we've got the Drakes actually meeting it here. As you said, Bruhdder now making plays for his team. Hypnotic able to put it in from a pass off of Bruhdder.
This is how the Drakes are going to play. Bruhdder has to make some kind of play in the midfield to get past one, and the last guy just couldn't read the ball, so honestly, I think Bruhdder got past too. Hypnotic was able to put the shot on target, but that's just how these plays and these goals are going to get scored by the Drakes. It's going to be Bruhdder in the midfield creating some chaos, getting a nice touch, a nice redirect. Something has to happen for him. But if the Wraiths are able to shut that down like they did in game 2 and 3, I really do think this Wraiths team can come back. It's only one goal, and there is still plenty of time left on the clock. And Quake, he's been on fire. That was a really good pass there to Specs, and Specs, I thought he was going to have it. Now Eggy looking for the shot. Bruhdder has to get the save. A little bit awkward, though. Can Quake get a shot on target? He can, and Quake should have put that one away. And Eggy does get the assist. But, man, Bruhdder, he had a good save, but it's not good enough.
A great shot here, and as you said, a great save, but Quake with an backwards angle here, a backwards 90-degree angle shot, able to put that in. He does have them shaking in their boots right now.
He almost quaking in their boots, but maybe not. They are still tied 1-1. Bondo now trying to make some kind of play happen here. Quake gonna be the one to get that touch. Hypnotic now looking for a pass off the crossbar. Bruhdder was there. Specs cuts that one off right at the point of impact, and now a little bit of a dead ball here in the Drake's corner. Quake, oh my goodness, you should be quaking in your boots, because he leaves the ball and he says, I'm coming for you, Hypnotic.
It's an insanely beautiful play here. Eggy awkward. Quake just comes in, does the touch mid, and just the beautiful demo there, opening up the goal. No challenge by the Drakes there. They were just removed from the play completely.
Yeah, and you know what? You see that car barreling towards you, and you're just thinking, it's over. The play is done. That there's nothing that he could do. And what can you do when Quake's putting a shot on target like that? Bondo caught completely flat-footed, and Quake is taking over this game.
Absolutely, they have been shook. They have been cracked. They are done here. Probably the Drakes. They have half the game left, but they've not been showing that they have the ability to come back from these losses. So they need to really take off here if they want something to happen.
And they get it done. Bruhdder, another touch towards the midfield, but Eggy was sitting on that one, waiting for it. Now Hypnotic with control. He's been the last man a lot of the time, and he's done a good job, but these Wraiths, they're able to get a lot of shots on target. So far, they already have 11 compared to the 3 of Drake's. Quake's looking for one more off the backboard for the double. He didn't need to do it, but he wants to, and he does it.
It is just unstoppable at this point in time what he's doing to them, and it really does look like the Drakes are just kind of waiting for the play to happen. They're not challenging. They're not being proactive on it. They are letting the Wraiths have complete control of this game, and it is showing.
Yeah, and it has been a Quake masterclass, if I can say so. Eggy and Specs playing very well as well, but Quake has been the huge difference now. Finally, a little bit of hope here for the Drakes, as Bondo gets a nice 50 mid and a good goal here.
Absolutely. It is a good play, and Bruhdder able to make that goal, but is it going to be too little too late? They need to string together 2 more goals here in these last 2 minutes if they actually want this to mean something.
It is definitely doable, but their offense has been kind of lacking since game number 1. This is a good opportunity, though. Hypnotic, can you get the shots? It's a double commit, and they both put it off. I think they messed each other up, because I thought that for sure was going to be a goal, but instead, it is still 2-4. Now, Quake with a touch off his own backboard. Hypnotic's going to try to put that one back mid. Bondo is going to get there. No, it's going to be Bruhdder racing in. Bondo now trying to get a touch on it. Keeps that ball in the midfield. Bruhdder, can you put it on target? He can. Quake couldn't get the save. And another great shot there from Bruhdder, sorry, to put that one away.
All right, hold on to your hats, folks, because we have the Drakes stepping up here. 30 seconds, 2 goals. This could come back in the Drakes' favor here. We don't know. They are showing that they do want it, and they are stringing together these goals and this offense.
A minute 30 remaining. They have life. Now can they have one more goal in them? Bondo puts that ball up high. Can he get another touch on it? That ball going to go towards the midfield, but Bruhdder absolutely flips out of the way. Hypnotic puts that one back mid. Bondo gets bumped. Bruhdder jumps for it, but that is an absolutely ambitious jump. If you are Bruhdder there. Bruhdder now from midfield touching that ball to his own corner. Hypnotic with a good clear, but Quake's going to be the first one to that ball. Puts that ball way high. Can Specs get the read? He can. Not going to be on target, though, as Bondo gets a clear over 1. Bondo now racing downfield. Puts that one off the backboard. Bruhdder, can he get the read? He can, but a great save there from Quake. And Hypnotic takes his time in his corner. Gets past 1. Trying to get past another. Gets a really good 50. Gets bumped out of the way. Bruhdder gets demoed. Specs raining terror down on the side of the Drakes. A good flick there, but Bondo was able to get the touch. Specs with the beat. Quake not going to get there before. Bruhdder does it. Hypnotic was in the corner waiting, but not going to be on target. Bruhdder looking for a pass mid. Nobody's going to be there before Specs is now. Quake going for the counter attack. Trying to get something happening. Trying to keep the ball close. Trying to waste as much time as possible. 20 seconds remaining. Bruhdder, he gets demoed once again, and the demo's coming through, stopping so many counterattacks like that, as nobody was in the midfield that time, but who cares? They only have 10 seconds remaining. Wraiths looking to hold on. Bruhdder not going to get a touch. Quake looking to waste as much time as possible. Going up in the air. Going to his own back wall. Has free reign to do what he wants. That ball going to be bouncing down. A good double. Going to seal it. And Wraiths are going to take the victory 3-1.
Absolutely, and I would not have called this after the first game here. I don't think I would have said, this is going to go Wraiths' way, but they are absolutely stepped up their game. They have trounced on the Drakes and really kind of put them in their place here. So Quake is a fear for every team here. I feel like he is such an unstoppable force that anybody has to be afraid of him. And if you've been watching this and you're in Tally, then you should be putting a strategy together right now to shut him down as fast as you can.
Yeah, I might be glazing just a little bit, but yeah, he's got my MVP vote already. If I'm a betting man, which some casinos might say I am, he's my vote for MVP. That's who I put my money on. I think he absolutely looked insane in that game. He looked, I would say, much better than any Chally player I've seen in the past. I will say Chally MMR is a little higher than normal, so that does have a factor to it. But Quake looked extremely good. I will say Specs and Eggy, they did their part for sure. I think the defense from those two was actually really good, except for game one as well. And if you're on the Drakes, you can be proud of game one. I do think in games, at game four there, you looked pretty good as well. You kept it close, but the defense, the double commits need to be worked on just a little bit, and you can definitely start making a comeback. But that's why, it's so great. We're in game one, Grebsy. It's week one. They got plenty of time to work on these things.
Yeah, absolutely. There's still a second game this week for them. As you said, it's very early, and they can absolutely work on these things. And do your replay reviews, talk as a team, figure it out, play more together, and they're going to be firing on all cylinders here, and be a very scary team as well.
Yeah, but that will be doing it all here for us as we are done with game number one of Nemesis Gaming League and season 11. It's been a fun start so far. Hopefully we have plenty of more action throughout the season, and I know we'll have some action here on Wednesday. So be sure to join us here for that. And Grebsy, I'll say it was a pleasure casting with you, my man, and good luck to you this season as well.
As always, thank you so much, Flip, and good luck to you, sir.